Hey everyone and welcome to the club. Today I'm going to be showing you how to draw Princess Jasmine from Aladdin. Then we're going to get started in the center of our page with the upper eyelid. So let's move over to the left side. We're going to start on the outside of the eyes. We're going to curve up and then we're going to pull that down and in towards the inside of the eyelid. Let's leave a gap in the center and do the same thing over on the right. So we're going to line up the inside, curve up, round at the top, and then just pull that down on the outside. Now we're going to draw on the lower eyelid. Starting from the outside on the left, we're going to curve down, and then up and across towards the inside. Let's do the same thing over on the right. Starting from the inside, we'll curve down, and then up towards the top corner of the eyelid. Let's thicken up the eyelash. Starting from the top corner on the left, we're going to curve out, and then up. Now I'm going to follow the same curve of the eyelid coming in towards the inside. So we're going to start up here, we're going to curve across, and we're going to taper it as we come in towards the inside of the eye. Let's do the same thing on the right. Starting from the corner, curve out, and then up. Now we're going to pull this in towards the inside of the eyelid. Let's go ahead and fill those in black. Now we're going to tuck two small circles underneath the eyelid. So we're going to start on the left side, we're going to step in, draw almost like a half circle coming around, and then up. Let's do the same thing over on the right. Over on the left side of each eye, we're going to draw a small circle for a highlight. So let's start up here on the left side, curve around, and then back up. We want to line this up on the right side. So we're going to start up here, and up underneath the eyelid. Now we're going to draw a smaller circle on the inside of the iris. Now we're going to tuck this in behind the highlight. So let's start at the bottom of the highlight, curve around, up, and then in. We're going to fill that in black. Then let's do the same thing over on the right. Starting from the bottom of the highlight, curve around, up, and then in, and then we'll fill that in black. In line with the bottom edge of the eye, we're going to step in towards the middle and draw on the nose. So let's start on the left side, we're going to draw a curve, coming down, and then back up. Now we're going to step down and draw on the mouth. So we're going to start over on the left side, curve down the middle, and then back up on the right. Let's add in the upper lip. In the center, we're going to step up, start with a point. From this point, we're going to draw a V. We're going to go up to the left, and then up towards the right. Now on the top left, we're going to curve down, and then across towards the corner of the mouth. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Let's add in the lower lip. We'll start over on the left, curve down in the middle, and then back up on the right. Now let's draw the inside edge of the hair. So in the middle, we're going to step up towards the top, start with a point. Now from here, I want to curve down and around the corner of the eyelash and then pull that down. So start in the center, we'll curve down and out, just across the corner of the eyelash, pull that down and then hook that in. Let's go back to the center and do the same thing over on the right. We're going to curve down and out towards the right, around the eyelash, pull it down and then in. Now we're going to draw on the bottom of the head. Starting from the corner of the eyelash, we're going to step out, curve down and in towards the middle, just underneath the mouth. Now I'm going to pull that back up on the right side. Go out, and then up. Now let's add the inside edge of the eyebrow. Starting above the left eye, underneath the hair, we're going to curve in, and then down. We'll do the same thing over on the right. So we're going to line this up, curve out, and then up. Now we're going to thicken this up. Starting from the inside, we're going to curve up and then out so it tapers and goes wider. Do that on both sides. Now we're going to fill the eyebrows in black. Now we're going to add the earrings on the side of the head. Starting on the left side, right beside the cheek, we're going to curve out and then up underneath the hair. We're going to line this up on the right and do the same thing. Now before we continue with the hair, let's work our way down the body. We're going to start with the necklace first. So over on the left side, underneath the chin, we're going to curve down and then back up on the right, almost like a half circle. Now we want to draw another half circle on the inside. So stepping in, I'm just going to trace this out on the inside. Now I'm going to move out and draw on the side of the body. From the necklace, we're going to step out just underneath the chin, curve out, and then down towards the hip. Do the same thing on the right side. Now let's connect the hips. From the left side, I'm going to curve in and then down towards the center point. Down to right about there, and we'll work our way back up towards the right side. Now from the hip, we're going to step up and just follow that same curve, coming in and then down in the middle, then back up and out towards the right. Let's draw on the top. Underneath the necklace in the center, we're going to step down, start with a point. From this point, I'm going to curve up and out towards the left, go back to the center and curve up and out towards the right. Now let's draw on the bottom. Just above the belt, we're going to step up and curve down and then back up on the right side. Let's continue working down with the legs. In the center, I'm going to step down, we're going to draw a curve from left to right, going up and then down. Now let's draw on the legs. From the left hip, I'm going to curve and round out the side of the leg, come all the way down towards the bottom. I'm going to pull this up towards the center, just underneath that curve, going straight up. We do the same thing over on the right side. Starting from the hip, we're going to curve out the pant, round out the leg towards the bottom. I'm just going to pull that up towards the center. Now we're going to tuck the feet in underneath the pant. Starting on the inside edge of the leg, curve in and then down towards the heel. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Now back on the left side, we're going to draw on the foot. We're going to curve down and up towards the toe. Do the same thing on the right side. Now back on the left side, we're going to curl the tip of the shoe. From here, we're just going to hook this around and pull that in. Do the same thing on the right side. Now let's draw on the top of the shoe. From here, we're just going to hook this around, come down. Now we're going to pull this in towards the heel, just up above that point. Let's do the same thing on the right. Curving around and then in. Now let's draw the outside of the foot. Starting from the shoe, we'll curve in and then up underneath the pant. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Now we're going to move back up and draw on the arms. So we're going to start about halfway down the side of the body. So right out here, we're going to curve this down and then out towards the wrist. Let's do the same thing on the right. So we're going to line this up, curve down, and then out. Let's draw on the thumb. So from the wrist, we're going to curve down, round out the thumb, and we're going to pull that up. Let's do the same thing on the right. Curving down, rounding out the thumb, and then going up. Now I'm going to stack 3 fingers in behind the thumb. So on the outside of the thumb, I'm going to curve down and out towards the first finger, round this out, and pull that back in. We're going to draw 2 more fingers. So from the tip, curve out, then in. We'll do that 1 more time. Curving out. Now I'm just going to pull that in towards the wrist. Let's do the same thing over on the right side. Curve down and out, round out the finger, and then pull that in. On the tip of the finger, we'll draw the second finger, curving around, and then the third finger, we're going to pull that in towards the wrist. Now we're going to draw on the outside of the arm. Starting from the wrist, I'll follow the same curve of the arm going up towards the head. So curving in and up, and as we get towards the top, I'm going to hook that in behind the head. Let's go to the right side and do the same thing. Curving up and in. Now at the top, I'm going to hook that back in underneath the head. Now we're going to draw the shoulder strap draped over the arms. Starting from the top of the shirt, curve down and then out. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Now I'm going to step down and we're going to taper this so it gets a little bit wider as we go towards the outside of the arm. Now let's move back to the top and draw on the rest of the hair. We're going to start in the center and draw an oval for the gem. So we start from this point. We're going to work our way around and draw an oval, going up to the top, down, and then back in. We're going to trace this out on the inside. Now let's draw on the side of the hair. from the side of the oval on the left side, we're gonna curve this out, round out the side of the hair. I'm just gonna pull that in behind the arm. Let's do the same thing over on the right. Let's line this up, curving around and out, around the side of the head, and I'm gonna pull that in behind the arm. Now let's add that band that goes around the hair. So from this line, we're gonna step up, and we're gonna curve out and taper it down towards the top of the head. Let's do the same thing on the right. Curving out, and then tapering it down towards the side. Now let's draw on the top of the hair. From this point, I'm gonna step in, and we're gonna draw a half circle. We go all the way up towards the top, round up the top of the head, and then pull that back down on the right side. Now the last thing I'm gonna do is add the large ponytail over on the left. So we start at the base of the hair, curve out, round it out and pull that back in behind the arm. We're gonna continue on the inside behind the leg. Let's add a strap. From this line, we step down, curve out, and then up in behind the hand. Now we'll add the end of the ponytail. Starting right here, curve this out, round this out. Now we're just gonna curl that back up and out. And then from here, we're just gonna pull this down and up in behind the leg. So we taper this so it gets wider and go in behind the leg. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Princess Jasmine from Aladdin. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send me your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.